Welcome to Cruises and Casinos. Today it's Saturday, March 18th, 2023. We are leaving on Carnival Mardi Gras for a 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise. It's an ultra cruise, and we are parking at Port. So we have to make a left here to go into Port. The address is 3345 North Courtenay Pkwy, Merritt Island, Florida. So we are doing a review. My GPS is trying to send us another place, but this is the correct place. See, here's the sign right here, Port. So we have to find a parking, offload our suitcases, and head into that building that says check-in. So we're scouring around to see if there's a parking any place here. Nothing so far. There's one right here, it looks like, right next to this tree. That's number 162. Okay, we'll be right back with the check-in. Okay, we got our suitcases out of the trunk. We're headed into the check-in, and we wait for the shuttle bus. Seems to be pretty empty. I see some folks already sitting there waiting for the next shuttle. So let's do the check-in. Pretty nice. Okay, we're here to do the check-in. Okay, we've been checked in. The process took about 40 seconds. They gave us a pink tag to put on our suitcase, an appointment card. When that number is called, that's when our turn. Let me see the card. That's the card. Oops. This is the card they gave us. When number 81 is called, it will be our turn to board the shuttle. And this has to be hung in the rearview mirror of our car. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. I'm just wondering if we're going on this bus rather than a shuttle. The last time we parked here, it was a shuttle. So they may have changed, they may have upgraded to this huge bus. They're bringing back a lot of passengers. So the parking lot will have a lot more spaces once these people have moved their cars out. Of all the places that we have parked in Port Canaveral, for cruises leaving out of Port Canaveral, most of the parking is on right out here on Merritt Island. It's about between 10 to 15 minutes from the cruise port. This one, Port, is the cheapest because they charge a flat rate. So for the missus and I to park here for 7 days to go on the Mardi Gras, it costs us a flat $70. And that includes everything: the shuttle, the port entrance fees, the taxes. It's a flat amount of $70. Most of the other places are $30 or more for the same parking, for the same cruise. You know, I checked about a half a dozen different ones, and We've parked here before. We know it's safe. We take our keys with us. You can see our car is the second car right here, the Honda facing out. And this is the entrance right here to go into the check-in. This is where they will bring us back. So we just have to walk across right here, about 30 feet to our car. And I have to believe that this is actually the bus that we're going to be taking to go into the terminal, because it does have the GoPort sign on it, and they have more than ample storage spaces for the luggage. So I'm pretty sure this is the one we are going to be going on. We did a head count inside of the building, the check-in building, and I counted 21 people before I walked out. There's more than enough room in there for 21 people. So we will be right back with the trip to the port. Okay, so what I could see and what I could tell is that they offload all of the luggage for the returning guests and leave them right next to the bus. The guests comes off of the bus, take their luggage, and head to their cars. And I think that's the whole process. We will continue this video for our trip into the port, getting off the bus at the terminal, and complete the video with our trip back when we return a week from today. So we will continue once we are on the bus. Actually, I'll probably continue with when we check out of this building. I think there's a little process for checking out of the building. You may have to turn back in the card that they gave you. Ours is number 81. There's a fella sitting at a desk up at the top here. So I'm pretty sure that's what he's going to be doing. Go ahead. There he is. They're probably going to start calling the numbers. He'll check the card and they'll let you board the bus and put your luggage in the underbelly. Okay, so I was correct. They call in the numbers and you have to turn your card back in and then leave your suitcase to be loaded. So we'll be right back when we leave. Just for the record, we arrived at 10:35 and checked in. The check-in only took less than a minute. It's now 10:53 and we're going to be boarding the bus probably within the next 5-10 minutes or so. So altogether this process is going to be just over a half an hour. I'm not sure if this is average.
Card number 79 and
Okay.
81.
He's at 79 and he just called 81, so that's us. Check this out. Our bus over to the terminal has closed circuit TVs in it. Not sure if they play anything, but nice to see. Okay, the driver just got on the bus, so I'm thinking we're going to be departing now. Okay, we are leaving the GoPort parking at 11:06. We arrived at 10:35. So the parking to check-in to leaving on the bus from the parking, GoPort parking, took a total of 31 minutes. Now we'll see how long it takes to get to the terminal, the Carnival Mardi Gras terminal. Just heading back out to the main road, which is Courtenay Pkwy. And we'll see how long the ride to the port takes. In case you were wondering, there is no in-shuttle movies. The closed-circuit television monitors on the bus were not turned on, so we are approaching the port. I can see the ships. Have a much better view on the other side. We're on the right side of the bus. On the left side, you have a much better view of the ships in the port. So far, the drive time has been about 10 minutes, and we're just about to enter the port. The parking that we had on our last cruise on Mardi Gras back in February, it's a month ago, less than a month ago, was a little further up right on this road. So basically the terminal is right across the street from where we parked, but they still had a shuttle that took us over, but it was about $40 more. Okay, we are arriving at the Mardi Gras terminal, Terminal 3, and the time is now 11:23. So it took 18 minutes from the GoPort parking lot to the terminal, and that's light to moderate traffic. So that's not bad at all. So we'll now have to wait on the bus while they offload all of the suitcases, and then they would let the passengers off. Okay, we finally got off the bus. It's 11:30, so it took 8 minutes on the bus before we could get off. They had to offload all of the suitcases first and pack them up here so that we could get off the bus and not crowd up the area. Okay, so this is Cruises and Casinos. Today is the 18th of March. Port parking space, that was the last place we parked. Cruises and Casinos heading out on Carnival Mardi Gras. This is March 18, 2023. We are doing a review of GoPort parking. We will conclude the video when we return. Thank you all for watching. Welcome back to Cruises and Casinos. We are back in Port Canaveral from the Carnival Mardi Gras. We just walked off the ship, express debarkation, and we are going back on GoPort and completing our review. So here's their podium right here outside the terminal. You check in and you head on the bus. Here's our bus. So, so far the entire operation has been seamless. I'm now going to get on the bus and complete the trip back to the port to see how long that takes, and our review would be complete. Stay tuned. Here's our driver. Morning. It's only 7:25 in the morning here in Port Canaveral. Here's our ship, the Mardi Gras. We express debarked from the ship, walked through the terminal, walked outside the terminal, and here's the bus. It's a GoPort bus. They have a podium with their name on it, easy to find. So there's only 4 people on this big bus, so I'm thinking they're gonna wait until it's a lot more passengers before they pull off, which is understandable. So we will be right back with the completion of our review for GoPort parking. As of right now, the trip in was very reasonable. The check-in was the same. And it looks like the trip back will be also very quick, very efficient. So we'll be right back with the conclusion of our review. GoPort, it's cruise port parking in Port Canaveral. They have a flat fee of $75 for 2 people, regardless of the amount of days, which is minimum $30 cheaper than just about every place else. Stay tuned. There's Port Canaveral parking, one of the shuttles pulling out. They also very good parking, but much more expensive than GoPort. Here's another GoPort bus coming through. He's empty. Maybe going to another terminal. He honked his horn at his fellow employees over on this side, and it's going all the way through. Most likely going to another terminal, maybe Royal Caribbean. Okay, we're starting to head back to the parking spot. It's now 7:40, so our total wait for the bus to leave was 15 minutes. Be right back. Okay, we're arriving back at the parking lot, GoPort parking lot. It's 10 minutes to 8. The total trip back from the terminal, once the bus got going, was 15 minutes. They're gonna pull up right next to the building, get the suitcases up, and you're on your way back home. Don't forget to tip the driver. Okay, so here's our luggage. Everyone's luggage is put off the bus. Have to find ours. Hopefully it's there. I can see them. Okay, we'll be right back to conclude. Okay, so we are in our car and we're going to be heading out. This is Cruises and Casinos, doing our review of GoPort Cruise Parking, Port Canaveral. We will conclude by saying the price is a lot cheaper than every other place. The operation is seamless, really well organized and really well done. The parking is very secure. The one thing some people may not like is the wait for the bus to leave, and the to leave to go to the terminal and to come back to the parking. If you think 15 minutes is a long time, then I guess you will not like that wait, but we didn't mind at all. It was fine. Cruises and casinos. Thanks for watching.